All right. Shut up, lady.
You tell your wife to shut up.
Huh? Fools such as I.
Okay, I agree with that.
I'm not the best set-up man in the world.
This is my very first session as a legal member of the Jordanaires. In 1958, I was associate school principal and a coach, and had a split 7th and 8th grade for my classes. That's why I could teach 2 classes. And so the way I came with the Jordanaires, they've been without a bass singer because they fired Hugh Jarrett back in '57 at the end of the year. And Louis Nunley, who's now our baritone singer, one of the finest bass singers in the world, he was the bass singer for the Anita Kirk Quartet. Gordon said, what are we going to do? We need a bass singer. He said, well, when people want singers, they usually call David Lipscomb College. So Gordon never got up till 9 o'clock because he was working really late. But he got up really early, and I was already at school trying to call the school, the music department, to tell them I was sending a medal over that I had won there in a contest my first year there, so she could present it on stage because she didn't want to fake it. Hers hadn't come in from New York. So it rang and rang as busy, busy, busy. Well, Gordon had got up and had called. And my choral director, Buddy Arnold, was there early, and he was never early for anything, not even dinner. And he was talking, well, I kept dialing and it rang in. So I gave him that message about the medal. And he said, by the way, I was just talking with Gordon Stoker of the Jordanaires. They need a bass singer. Because I've been bassing the quartet since about the 3rd, 4th grade, you know. I used to be able to sing right off the top of the piano when I was a little boy. But anyway, he said, would you be interested? I said, well, no, not really. I said, that's the only group I would sing with. He said, that's what you said your sophomore year, that if you ever went into show business, it'd have to be with a quartet, and it'd be the Jordanaires, because they're a clean bunch. I said, well, give him my name, and have him to call me. I'll be home at 4. So Gordon called me at 4 o'clock on a Wednesday afternoon. He said, we've got the pet milk shows tonight. Could you come down and meet with us at 11 o'clock? I said, sure. So I went down and tried out with him, and we worked out really, really well. So he called me the next day and said, can you get off and go to Hollywood? We need to take our closest choice to Capitol Records. I said, sure, I'll find out. So I called the board, and they said, go ahead. So I was out there for about 16 or 17 days and got a good substitute. Came back, and he called me the next day and said, can you go to the Dick Clark show this weekend? I said, no. I've been gone too long. My kids have had to substitute, and I've got to get them ready for their SATs. He said, well, what if I told you that if you couldn't come on this trip, we'd have to take our next choice? I said, you just have to take him, because I don't break contracts. If I break this one to go with you, I'll break yours to go with somebody else. He said, well, when could you come down to the Opry? I said, when is it? He said, Saturday night. I said, Saturday night. So then I finished school and went legally with him June 1st, 1958. They were hoping to have me on several recording sessions, even though I'd worked on several in Hollywood and with Tommy Sands, and did 4 Jordanaire singles before I was a member of the quartet. But my very first recording session as the bass singer of the Jordanaires was Elvis Presley, June the 10th, 1948. And Gordon was as nervous as a rocking chair around the cat. I tell you. But anyway, we were at the studio, and the door for the studio was back there, and he usually came through the control room. So Gordon was standing here, and he said, here comes Elvis. And I turned around, and Elvis was right on me, had his hand down. Lord have mercy, you look in that man's face, you know that's truth. And he said, I'm Elvis Presley. I says, I know who you are. I'm Ray Walker. He says, and I know who you are. And we got on famously from then on. Well, all 4 of the songs on that session, he made me do bass parts. Big Hunk of Love, no, 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 no. He said, can you say no, 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 no? I said, not to you, I've heard. I've already been the start of it, you know. But anyway, Fools Such As I was the 3rd song on that session, and it was the only song, secular song, that he ever had nominated for a Grammy. Can you believe it? And I'm so hoarse, I don't know whether I'll get this or not, but we'll try it.
Pardon me if I am sentimental when we say goodbye. Don't be angry with me, should I cry? When you're gone, yet I dream a little dream as tears go by. Now and then there's a fool such as I. And now and then there's a fool such as I am. You taught me how to love, and now you say that we are through. I'm a fool, but I love you, dear, till the day I die. Now and then there's a fool such as I. Now and then there's a fool such as me. Now and then there's a fool such as I. Oh, you taught me how to love, and now you say that we are through. I'm a fool, but I love you, dear, till the day I die. Now and then there's a fool such as I. And now and then there's a fool such as I. And now and then there's a fool such as I. And now and then there's a fool such as I.